All right, yeah, let's get into game 2 here. We're on Cosmic Sapphire, and yeah, best 3, and it's Legion that's up 1-0. The first game, it's got to be said, was reasonably uneventful. There wasn't any harass that happened. There wasn't really any push in, prod in, which is a shame because, you know, PvP can be good like that. You can get oracles, you can get DTs, you can get a warp prism with charge lot run by, you can get blinking, there's 100 ways that you can get units into your opponent's base to do them a bit of hurt. But what we saw instead was essentially just to sit back, build up, and get some air out, and ultimately the carriers of Legion, came across the map, and TigerLion just didn't really have an answer to them. A shame, because TigerLion had a lot of charge lots at home where they weren't doing them a lot of good. I really would have been interested to see what might have happened if TigerLion had just sent all of those charge lots across the map, which would have been the right call, because the charge lots can't shoot up. They couldn't shoot the carriers. But if they went across the map, there was a lot of them. I'd say the best part of 20. If they turned up in his opponent's base and started hacking it to death, then Legion would have had no choice but to send the carriers home to deal with it. Otherwise he loses his base. So that would have been a pretty slick way of defending that. But as it was, the Zealots just kind of stood about and got shot by the carriers, which was a little disappointing. This is a really, really lit side core. Look, we've got 3 gateways here and a forge, and the side core only just coming down. That's not right now, is it? So these 3 gateways, you'd have to question what they are for, and indeed what the forge is for. Given that you've not mined any gas yet, you can't be getting upgrades. So I don't really know what that's about. On this side of the map, Legion's got a handful of Zealots. We've got a Stargate coming in again, saturated on the men, and beginning to produce workers out of the natural. So it is a much faster expo. And TigerLion needs to be careful here, or he's going to fall drastically behind. But with these 3 gates, it looks like he wants to get aggressive, and I would like to see it. So already, you know, if we look at the army supply, TigerLion has twice the army of his opponent. That's the wrong one. Literally exactly double the army of his opponent. So if he goes across the map right now, he wins. It's as simple as that. A click, this game is over. If he keeps these at home and doesn't march across them, good, this is what we like. If you give your opponent time to catch up with you, then you're going to be in trouble. Now, is there anything here that is going to deal with this? Doesn't look like it, to be honest. I mean, these units, the Zealots don't have charge, but I think there's enough of them to definitely get a lot of work done. So they're going to focus on this pylon. I don't know about that as a decision. There feels like there's enough Zealots here that you could continue to just focus on the Nexus, and that would put you back on an even footing, given that your own Nexus hasn't finished yet. But I think I'd probably prefer just into the mineral line and just decimate the economy. Is it a full wall off here? I don't think it is. Surely there was stuff coming in and out a second ago. If TigerLion goes home empty-handed here and doesn't get this Nexus, he is going to get it. Surely he's going to get it. Surely he's going to get it. I don't know about the No, man. No, mistakes were made. You know, look, there's damage done to this warp gate. There's damage done to this pylon, but neither of them are dead. There's damage done to the Nexus, but it's not dead. I don't know. That is pretty ugly. I don't quite get the decision. You know, once you've killed the workers here, killing these workers is overwhelmingly the best thing you can do with those Zealots. Trade them out for those workers. Just decimate your opponent's economy. And you know, you've seen that he's got a Stargate. Your Zealots would come up here. He's got the Stargate. He's got the fleet beacon. He's trying to build carriers. You can't build carriers with no workers. You know, trust me on that. And suddenly these 3 Stargates would look like the stupidest thing, you know, the stupidest build you ever did see. Look, this is a lot of Zealot TigerLion, but you know he's got carriers. That's what's just killed you, and these don't shoot up. So you need something different than zealots. You really are going to need to think of what to do. I am worried by the lack of worker production in TigerLion's base. There's no workers being built here, and the income is, you know, it's not that good. Now he is trying to build oh no, the queue, man, seriously, 4 carriers in the queue. How much is a carrier? 350, 250, 1,000 gas, over 1,000 minerals in that queue. A Stargate costs 150, 100, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like, for the cost of that queue, you could have just slapped on 4 Stargates and been pumping stuff out 4 at a time instead of having just an almighty queue. That's horrible. So, you know, with Legion, with the triple Stargates, is he just going to fly across the map and win again? There isn't enough here that shoots up. There's 4 Stalkers and 1 carrier against 2 Tempests, 2 Stalkers and 5 like, it's GG. And these Zealots, pointless. So across the map with the Zealots this time, please, because otherwise what else are they doing? Well, this is good. So the Zealots actually going across the map, but I think it's GG. The Zealots are going to probably get tied up with these cannons. Really what he needs to do is walk straight past the cannons. No, what you definitely don't want to do is that. I mean, you can kill these cannons. Like, look how many Zealots this is. But the indecision is absolutely killing me. So this is good. This is as good as TigerLion can do at the minute. Needs to make sure he gets a worker out. Look at all the money in the bank. You know, get one of these workers out. Get rebuilding somewhere else on the map. Bear in mind, if you get into one of these scenarios, you know, get a worker out, slap down a pylon, slap down a nexus, and as soon as the pylon finishes, throw down, you know, when you've got like all of that money in the bank, throw down as many gateways as roughly half your money into gateways, so that as soon as they finish up, you can start pumping units again. So he is going to get the base of Legion, but he can do nothing against Legion's fleet. But he has killed his base. Now, Legion's got all the money in the world, though, and he's got plenty of workers to rebuild. TigerLion also oh, right, Legion GG's? Wait, what? Is that GG like, that's a prompting GG? Is that like are you going to GG? Or what? I'm confused. You know, typically when you GG, you tap out, you know, as opposed to GG and then I'll just still play. But it is GG because TigerLion cannot rebuild. He doesn't have any workers and he can't fight this army. A shame, really, because there was a chance there for TigerLion to take that. The Zealots across the map was the right decision. Needed to be done slightly quicker. You know, the indecision at the front door was not helpful, but more than that, he needed to get a worker out. If it's going to be a base trade, workers on the map is absolutely everything. Get workers on the map. You've got 2,000 minerals in the bank. You can build 1 nexus on one side of the map, 1 on the other side of the map. Carriers are slow. That is overwhelmingly their biggest weakness. They are very, very slow. So make them have to travel. Anyway, GG.